congratulations. This is I know you guys have done your share of stuff, and but this is a nice, I guess, break we call it. I don't know, but nice.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
It's just a privilege to be a part of.
Yeah.
I think this is unlike any job we have ever done. So it's just, you know, the doing of it in itself was a really special experience, and yeah, that's the best thing about it.
When people are when I was watching it, because I see a lot of films, and this was so unique because of the way we watch it. We're part of the movie because it feels like one take. I mean, was there a lot of people were probably asking in the back of their mind, because I was, what was your longest take? Did you have some real long ones there, or did it just seem it?
No, they were all really long, but I think the longest take we did was 9 minutes long.
Yeah, that's a lot for film.
It really is, and as an actor, kind of is an actor's dream, because it allows you to just become fully immersed in what you're doing, and you really do lose all sense of time and everything else. You know, we rehearsed for 6 months before we started shooting, you know, and the whole thing is a choreographed dance really between the actors and the camera. So you just by the time we were filming, we just unconsciously knew the rhythm and the steps, and we just let it happen, whatever happened, and just give a real honest, raw performance. Really, just lived it naturally.
And hope you don't blow a line at 8.5 minutes in or something. Or
That was always a bit of a worry. But you know, hey, we're human, and it happened in all senses. So.
Well, yeah, there's lots of things, because I know I've been on the sets of movies. I know how intense they are. You know.
Yeah.
When you have a long that never ever happens to have that kind of.
You know, but truly, it was like it was a proper team experience. I think because it was this mutual dance between all elements. You know, the way we moved was, you know, in relation to the camera, which was dictated by the set, and that was all agreed together. And then the art department had built the set, and the costume, the continuity, like the makeup, everything was in harmony. You know, and so it never felt like there was never a lead element, and therefore, because of that mutual kind of team feeling, you didn't necessarily, you felt the pressure yourself, but there was a real shared understanding, like no other job, that kind of lightened the load if anything went wrong.
Well, how did you lighten the load on the set? I mean, these movies are intense too. I mean, sometimes I find actors tell me that a comedy, sometimes everyone's kind of not in a comedic mood when there's it's the opposite with a drama. Do
you know what? It was quite weird. I mean, obviously we had fun, and you know, I got a lot of memories, but. On this, where we was just relying firstly on the weather, you know, so if the weather was at the time when we should be shooting, there was no much time to really be cracking jokes. It was like, you know, go, get checked with your makeup, your costume, go. You know, and sometimes we'd be halfway through a take and then the sun had come out. You know, we could only shoot when the sun was behind the cloud. Sure. So if it was time to shoot, we were shooting, and if we wasn't shooting, we were rehearsing. So we never really got much break, really, and to have that, we was just very fixed in that sort of headspace and trying to deliver this message all day. It was intense.
What did it do for you, like getting immersed in this time period? Because you're both very young, and this is something that two generations, we had World War I, World War II, they kind of all had this, it was the whole world was involved in all these young men. I mean, what did you take away from that? Because we live a total different life now.
I mean, a greater appreciation of the sacrifice that those men and that everyone involved, men and women, like made. I think, just a great the numbers, the loss of life is sort of almost unfathomable. The numbers, and I think the personal experience of trying to understand those men, who were all, that's the thing is, and it gave more of a personal understanding, and that's the thing is that when you kind of hear numbers and history, like you disconnect in a sense. And I think the reason this film is made the way it is, it kind of uses the micro to look at the macro. Like you follow these two men so intimately, and you get to know them so well, and hopefully you care about them, that then it makes you understand what thousands and millions gave to it on all sides. So that kind of greater perspective was something that came from the making of the film.
Guys, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank